UFC Fight Night Cannonier versus Gregory Rodrigues in the main event, coming at us tomorrow night, February 15th, from the Apex in Las Vegas. Prelims start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. I think we're going to have a good card. We got both Bonfim brothers on the card. Co-main, we got Zalal versus Qatar. I think it's going to be a good card, but we shall see. Let's get into the predictions. The first match on the night is going to be Julia Avila versus Jacqueline Cavalcanti. We haven't seen Julia in more than a year. Last time we saw her was a loss to Cupcake. Jacqueline she's been on a tear. I think it's an easy choice to go with Cavalcanti on this first match. Next match is going to be the big boys, Walter Walker versus Don'Tale Mayes. Don'Tale looking like he's had a few spliffs. What do you do? It's the big boys. You gotta pick one. I'm going with Walker in this second matchup. Let's move on to Vince Morales versus Elijah Smith, making his UFC debut. Smith looking sharp in the clips I've seen from him. I was comparing video footage of what I was watching with Morales and Smith. I think Smith's gonna possibly get a KO in this, but we shall see. I'm going with the guy making his debut. Moving on to the banger of a fight, Gabriel Bonfim versus Chaos Williams. Chaos, brings that super knockout power. Look at the tail of the tape on both fighters. You know what? This is probably going to be my first dog pick of the night. I'm feeling Chaos getting a win, and I'm just going to go with that. Moving right up to Rafael Estevam versus Jesus Aguilar. I think they got Estevam as like a 4-1 favorite on DK right now, which is crazy because I think this fight is going to be very competitive. But I'm going to go with the favorite. I'm going to go with Estevam, the Brazilian, to get it done tomorrow night. Our next fight on the prelim card is Flash Gordon versus the other Ruziboyev brother making his debut. And I got this feeling that guys making their debuts tomorrow are gonna look good. Ruziboyev is another dog pick that I am going with for tomorrow. Moving on into Angela Hill versus Ketlin Souza. Angela's been around for a long time. She's 40 years old. Ketlin with that win versus Uruguay. I remember Uruguay was a heavy favorite. Ketlin's been looking super sharp lately. I'm going with Ketlin Souza in this match. Moving on up to another debut fight for Jose Delgado versus Connor Matthews. Delgado again, another fighter making their UFC official debut fight. I'm going with him over Connor Matthews. Probably a decision, but I'll pick my methods and rounds and all that stuff later. Our next match on the main card, it is Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski. What to do with this match? I think this one's gonna be maybe a back and forth kind of a thing. Maybe goes to decision. Maybe it's a knockout. I don't know. I'm just going with my gut and picking Vieira. He is the favorite, but I wouldn't be surprised if that fight went either way. Here's another fight that I could see going either way. It's the other Bonfim brother versus Nazim Sadikov, the Black Wolf. And the Black Wolf has looked sharp to me every single time I've seen him out there. Not to say anything about Bonfim being a bad fighter. He is a great fighter. Lost to Benoit Saint Denis almost 2 years ago. I'm actually going with the dog again. So how many dogs have I picked already? I think I've got 3 dogs on the night on a 13-fight card. And this is my 3rd dog on the night. It's going to be Nazim Sadikov to get the win. I'm picking against both Bonfim brothers. That's crazy. This next fight, Shabazian versus Budka. It's like the Battle of the Cans, to be honest with you. But I got to pick somebody. I'm going with Edmund. Hopefully he gets the job done. Moving on up to the co-main event, Calvin Kattar versus Youssef Zalal. I don't even think I need to look at the tail of the tape for this. Calvin on a 3-fight losing skid. Zalal has looked super sharp every single time we've seen him in there lately. I think he's a heavy favorite, and I think he's probably the closest thing to what you would call a lock on this night. Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodrigues in the main event, the Killer Gorilla versus RoboCop. When they first announced this fight, I usually go with my first instincts, and my first instincts was that RoboCop actually gets this done. Not sure how it's going to play out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jared gets the dog win. I mean, don't count out Jared Cannonier. I know he's over 40 years old, but this dude could still hit. I just think that RoboCop is really hungry, and he wants that ranking. And those are my predictions for tomorrow night. Let's get into the bets. For the bets, I'm going to throw up my 13 picks. I always throw a few extra dollars on my official prediction bet. And I am also going to throw seven donation 13-leg long shot parlays at this card. They're called donations for a reason. That's what they usually end up being. But sometimes I have luck with these, so I do play them. I'm also going to throw up an 8-leg long shot parlay, because why not? I just wanted to even it out with a little $3 bet on this 8-leg. The KO TKO finish you see there is for the Chaos and the Bonfim fight to end by knockout. And I'm also saying the same thing will happen in the Petrosky match, but if it even got past Ruzaboyev, I'd probably cash this out. You know, these are long shots. I don't count them as official bets. I mean, maybe I should. I'm just throwing money at the books here. But, hey, why not? As far as my official bets, I'm only going to have 5 of them. 5 bets that I'm going in with for this event. And I'm going to say that the first bet I'm going to do is Elijah Smith to win by knockout. A plus 600, 6-1. But, hey, why not? I'm picking a double chance on the Bonfim versus Chaos fight. I'm going to say Bonfim to win by decision or Chaos to win by knockout. I am also going to place a money line bet on Ruzaboyev at plus 285. And I'm also going to pick Nazim Sadikov to win on the money line. Those are 2 of my main dogs for tomorrow night. And I'm picking each one of them to win on the money line. And I'm also going to go with Ketlin Souza to win on the money line. So those are going to be my 5 official bets that I'm placing for tomorrow night. It's going to leave me with exactly 50% of my budget. I am not going all in on my budget. I usually don't do that unless I'm feeling extremely confident about a card, and I haven't been these past couple of events. So we're going to see how it goes, leaving about 50% of my budget for live betting. Last week I did not pull the trigger. First two fights that I thought about betting on last week, they didn't happen, and I kind of took that as an indicator that I shouldn't live bet. And thankfully I didn't, because I only lost half of my budget last week. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm going to bring you my parlay pick of the week. Let's take a live look at the lines currently on DraftKings. It is just past 9:15 in the morning on Valentine's Day. Remember, the fights start tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And those are the current live lines. As far as a 3-pick parlay, I'm going to try to give you the most bang for your buck. I was thinking about what would be a profitable 3-pick parlay. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen. But I'm going to go with a double chance of Gabriel Bonfim to win by decision and Chaos Williams to win by knockout. And I'm also going to take the two dogs that I think are going to perform well tomorrow, Ruzaboyev and Sadikov. And we shall see if my 3-pick parlay goes anywhere. Usually don't, but they're always fun to do, and I'm going to do that every event. Have my 3-pick parlay for the week. Or is it 3-pick parlay for the night? Whatever. You get it. Let's have some final thoughts on the event. Final thoughts for the event tomorrow. Remember, the prelims start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. Let's throw up my official predictions on the screen, and let's throw up my official bets. I only have 5 of them. And my 3-pick parlay of the night. Let's see how that one does. But yeah, I think it's going to be a decent card. I think both Bonfim fights are going to be great. Can't believe I'm picking against both of the brothers. But I just think they're going up against two really good dogs in Williams and Sadikov. And I'm going with those two dogs. 13 fights on the card. I'm picking 3 dogs on the night. Let's see how we do. Yeah, I think the main card and the co-main is also going to be a good fight. I don't know. You know, some of the early fights on the card I think are going to drag out. I think Walker and Mays will probably be a boring decision fight. We're going to have a few of those. But I definitely think we're going to have some finishes. And hopefully, when I do my recap on Sunday, I've made some money. All right, let's get this paper.